Before we start today's episode, I've got an announcement. By pure coincidence, today's artist is releasing a new single tomorrow. No, I am not sponsored, I just like supporting people, so please go check it out too. Now back to your regularly scheduled entertainment. Good morning, I'm Peter Cooper, and you're listening to Morning Jam, the indie music morning minicast that starts today off with songs you need to hear. Today's song was a song that I've had in my Spotify for quite a while, and it's always been in my back pocket as something I wanted to cover and talk about, but it never really had that priority in my head until a few days ago when I had it resurface through my Spotify shuffle, and I thought, now is the time. I think I really do want to cover this song. So here it is, Maggie Miles with Belief.
You're not.
Wow, do I love this song. I remember one evening driving to my summer job and having it play on loop, falling in love with the bass and the guitars of the song. They're deep, dancey, and the driver of the song's groove. And the amazing layers on Belief were done by intention, actually. That was the first thing Maggie Miles had decided for Belief when she was creating the song. You can hear it especially in the little instrumental interludes that play between verses. You can hear just how involved the music is. Of course, what you can't take away from this song is the amazing vocal performance on here too, because it's there, and there is no way you can just ignore it. Sure, the funky bass is a star player, but wow, does Maggie Miles have an amazing singing voice. One thing that you may not notice on your first listen through of Belief, but if you listen to it as many times as I have, you'll probably come to appreciate it, are the transitions of style throughout it. The first bridge, where Maggie sings so punctuated on the lines, "Is it too much to ask of you to prove yourself to me at all?" play very short, step-like notes that punch in those questions Maggie is asking about her subject, where her faith in them lies. And I love that bridge. But it's also really interesting how it's complemented by the second bridge. They're very different. A lot of the notes run much smoother, almost like an aria here. There's a cosmic sounding xylophone here in the background, as well as a little backing chorus of la 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 la's that I really enjoy. It's fun to see how both bridges explore and do their own unique to the style of Belief. Like, you have a really unique enjoyment of the song compared to a lot of others, because I think the singer here, Maggie Miles, is having her own fun performing it. When I first heard and considered Belief for an episode of Morning Jam a while ago, I honestly didn't think I'd be able to feature it ever, because I expected it to have a lot of listens, and it sounds like something that would play at the alternative radio station that I work at. But honestly, Belief hasn't even crossed past 200,000 listens, which is no fault to Maggie Miles. I'm just kind of disappointed at today's youth for not listening to this song enough. After doing a little research, I found that from Maggie's own testament, she says that her audience is far younger. My age, actually. I'm about 20 and she's a little older, I think. I read that about last year, she actually had to call the venues she would be performing at for permission to perform there because she wasn't even 21. I think with that age limitation of her own audience, it's not a matter of asking why she isn't getting enough recognition. Rather, when will she be getting that recognition, because it's definitely coming. I think she's come into her own with her later music that I think has a little bit more flair on their guitars. It's less dancey, more radio pop, but it still shows how great Maggie Miles is herself. I think you can see why I have so much fun listening to this song, and if you haven't, I would listen to the song on its lonesome. This song and all the others I featured on Morning Jam are in a playlist link in the description. Also there you can see Maggie Miles' own social media. I would especially follow her Instagram because it seems she's most involved there. My own Instagram is where I'm also most involved, but my social media links are all found in the description there as well. Thank you for listening in. I'm Peter Cooper, and this was your Morning Jam.